Social learning theory is a theory of learning process and social behavior which proposes that new behaviors can be acquired by observing and imitating others. Disclaimer: this is explicit content and parental guidance is advised. The following video you will see is a depiction of social learning. It is an incident that happened at Dolphin Park. It was videoed by numerous people and there were so many bystanders. So the question is, why did no one stop to help?
Hey, what's really happened right there?
Yo, dog.
Hey, you don't think this young man gonna help her? You know what help her?
Sure, man. Me know how you chop, man. Me know that on that.
Well, maybe this young gonna help her then.
Social psychology is a scientific study of the way in which people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by the real or imagined presence of other people. There is no strength in numbers. We are more effective when we are alone than when we are with a group of people. This is why, in the bystander effect, many people stand on the side as more people approach, because they imitate the actions of other people. If they see that someone is not doing something, they themselves do not do something. People do this in order to fit in with the crowd. They don't want to be seen as deviant. They don't want to be ostracized. The bystander effect is a notion in social psychology. It is defining that the greater the number of bystanders who witness an emergency, the less likely any one of them is to help. As more individuals approach, we assume that someone else will take the responsibility of stepping in, so we become the bystander. We are influenced by the real or imagined presence of other people. We expect that other people will help, so we do not help ourselves. In this video shot at Dolphin Park, we can see that there are numerous amounts of bystanders. A girl is videoing the event, two boys are sitting at the pier, and other people are around, but they are not helping the person that is getting beaten. However, everyone just videoed and stood there and watched as more people approach. This is called the diffusion of responsibility. Assuming that a lot of people are there, we would expect that someone would jump in and help, because seeing that the person is one of their friends who was only asking for money. This diffusion of responsibility is the phenomenon whereby each bystander's sense of responsibility to help decreases as the number of witnesses increases. Also, we see that people are less helpful in big cities than in small towns, not because of a difference in values, but because the stress of urban life causes them to keep to themselves. Now, how can people combat the bystander effect? In order to help in an emergency, people must meet 5 conditions. They must notice the event, interpret it as an emergency, assume responsibility, know the appropriate form of assistance, and implement their decision to help. In the bystander effect, as the number of bystanders who witness an emergency increases, the more difficult it is to meet 2 of these conditions: interpreting the event as an emergency and assuming the responsibility. This produces the bystander effect. The larger the number of bystanders, the less likely any of them is willing to help.